Good morning and welcome to the Motivational Devotional, where we are merging motivation and spirituality to create a daily dose of confident positivity. I hope that this morning's podcast will help you to be more spiritually and positively motivated so that you can transform your day. You've heard the saying, don't fix it if it ain't broke, right? Do you think that applies to everything? I understand a lot of situations where it's probably a good idea. Junkyards are full of things that were probably functional, but somebody got a bright idea to improve something that was working, but didn't have the know-how to follow through and make it work. And they ended up ruining something that was perfectly good before they got their hands on it. Every day I drive past a billboard for a plumbing company with the slogan, "We repair what your husband fixed." Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, I find it strange that people carry that approach to life and then decades later think back to the good old days, the times when jobs were solid, things cost less, society was comfortable, and life in general was good. At least, so they remember. The reason I find it strange is because I don't think one person who talks about the good old days can say that back while they were living those good old days, they said out loud, "I'm living in the good old days right now." People settle into a comfortable groove and live by the don't fix it if it ain't broke mentality, but if you don't fix things if they ain't broke, they will eventually be broken, and by golly, at that point, you might be able to point to the good old days as the times when those things still worked. If everyone in history abided by that old adage, we wouldn't have indoor plumbing, electricity, cars, or microwave ovens. Do you think people said later that they missed the good old days before indoor plumbing, or before electricity, or before modern transportation? All the advancements for our well-being, comfort, peace of mind, and convenience, regardless of the ethics around whether we need these things, have all been created because people were not satisfied with the status quo. Churches, businesses, and even families have deteriorated over generations because they were in maintenance mode to maintain the status quo, but they later missed the good old days. People may have come up with brilliant ideas that could have taken them to inspirational places, but the controllers of the status quo said things like, "Don't fix it if it ain't broke," or "How about these? We always do it this way," or "We've never done it that way before," or, and this is my personal favorite, "We tried that once and it didn't work." They were simply trying to maintain what they had and were operating by a principle of keeping things as they were, trying to hold on rather than building on the foundations they had. If we want life to be filled with joy and meaning, we need to move away from not fixing life if it's not broken and get in the groove of creating the good new days. We use our resources to look to the future and how things can always be better. We build on regrets and opportunities that we missed. We build on prior greatness. We build on blessings and gifts. There might have been good old days, but back in the day they weren't so good. And if they were better by comparison to now, then we aren't doing our job. We aren't actively co-creating with the universe to make tomorrow better than today. Don't just try to keep what is present, but use all your resources to let the universe build through your dreams, your hopes, your thoughts, your goals, your hands, and your words. The good old days, they are yet to come as the good new days, because all of creation is conspiring in your favor. Keep co-creating with the universe, because the universe always has your back. Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters said, "When there's so much left to do, why spend your time focusing on things you've already done, counting trophies or telling stories about the good old days?" Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Please help keep this podcast going by following the Motivational Devotional Facebook page, following @Threefold Way Radio on Twitter, and sharing the written format of today's message from motivational-devotional.com on your social media. I am deeply grateful for your support, and thank you for letting Motivational Devotional be part of your journey. Peace out. See you tomorrow.
production of Threefold Way Radio, LLC.